Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Yeshi Chonzom. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 1st of July. Paramilitary personnel civilian killed in attack in India's Jammu and Kashmir. Transporters and hotel workers protest against lockdown policies in Gilgit-Baltistan. And Nepal opposition take to streets against Discriminative Citizenship Act. And now for all the details. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal on Wednesday said that the Indian national capital has been able to control the COVID-19 situation due to the hard work of everyone, citing figures that fall short of predictions for June. Meanwhile, with 18,653 new COVID-19 cases being reported in the last 24 hours, India's total coronavirus cases rose to 585,493 on Wednesday. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal on Wednesday said that the situation in national capital is improving and is not as terrible as predicted a month ago. Kejriwal in a video press conference said that the number of recoveries in the city is increasing and that the coronavirus situation is now under control. He, however, warned people against complacency. With 87,360 confirmed cases, Delhi has now slipped to third position, with Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu provinces taking the top spots with most number of infections.
ये प्रेडिक्ट किया जा रहा था कि 60,000 एक्टिव केसेस होंगे. आज केवल 26,000 एक्टिव केसेस हैं दिल्ली में, लगभग एक तिहाई. ये हम सब लोगों की, आप लोगों की, हम सब लोगों की, सारे दिल्ली वासियों की मेहनत का नतीजा है. डॉक्टर्स की, नर्सेस की, सारे समाज की मेहनत का नतीजा है कि हमने फिलहाल स्थिति को कंट्रोल कर लिया है.
In the last 24 hours, 18,653 COVID-19 cases have been reported in India, taking the country's tally of coronavirus cases to 585,493. There are presently 220,114 active cases in the country. A paramilitary personnel and a civilian were killed in an attack in Sopore town of India's Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir on Wednesday. A 3-year-old boy was also rescued by security forces during the attack.
Security forces rescued a 3-year-old child who lost his grandfather during a terror attack in Sopore town of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir territory on Wednesday. The child and his grandfather were travelling in their vehicle when terrorists opened fire on a patrol party nearby. A personnel of India's paramilitary Central Reserve Police Force or CRPF was also killed in the attack, while 3 other troopers suffered bullet injuries, police said. The area was cordoned off and a search operation had been launched to track down on the assailants till the last reports came in.
जब हम मौके पे पहुंचे तो वहाँ पे काफ़ी डिस्टर्बिंग विजुअल्स हमारे लिए सामने थे. एक तो हमारे जो सीआरपीएफ के 3 जवान जो खून में लथपथ थे, उनको उठाना, और उसके बाद जो है वहाँ पर एक सिविलियन जो है वो भी ज़ख्मी था, उसको भी गोली लग चुकी थी. और उस सबसे बड़ा डिस्टर्बिंग हमारे लिए ये था कि जब हमने एक छोटा बच्चा देखा 2-2.5 साल के करीब जो है वो इर्द गिर्द घूम रहा है.
Security officials have claimed that despite coronavirus pandemic, Pakistan-backed terror groups have spiked up their activities in the Kashmir Valley.
In news from Pakistan, after Pakistan's foreign minister, Prime Minister Imran Khan has now accused India of carrying out the deadly attack at the Karachi Stock Exchange, but with no evidence to back up his claim. India had on Monday rejected absurd comments by Pakistan's foreign minister, saying Islamabad cannot shift the blame on New Delhi for its domestic problems.
Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan told Parliament on Tuesday he had no doubt that India was behind an attack on the stock exchange building in the southern city of Karachi. Khan had no evidence to back up his claim but said there has been intelligence report about terror attacks in Pakistan. His statement comes after India on Monday hit out at Pakistan's Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi for his absurd comments linking India to the attack. India's foreign ministry said, unlike Pakistan, India has no hesitation in condemning terrorism anywhere in the world, including in Karachi.
हमें कभी कोई शक नहीं कि यह हिंदुस्तान से हुआ है। पिछले 2 महीने से मेरी कैबिनेट जानती है, मेरे कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर्स के मैंने अपनी कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर्स को बताया हुआ है कि हमारी जितनी भी एजेंसीज हैं हाई अलर्ट पे थी। हमने कम से कम 4 बड़े जो अटेम्प्ट्स थे दहशतगर्दी के, उनको हमने हमारी एजेंसीज, इंटेलिजेंस एजेंसीज की वजह से हमने पहले उनको प्रीएम्प्ट कर लिया, और 2 इस्लामाबाद के इर्द गिर्द थे।
4 gunmen armed with grenades attacked the Pakistan Stock Exchange on Monday, killing 2 guards and a policeman before security forces killed the attackers. The Baloch Liberation Army, or BLA, a separatist insurgent group from the southwestern province of Balochistan, claimed responsibility for the attack in a message on Twitter.
Moving on, transporters and hotel workers recently held a protest against the government policies in Gilgit-Baltistan amid the lockdown in the illegally occupied region. They said they are staring at an uncertain future as they are not being allowed to resume their businesses despite assuring they will follow precautionary measures. Transporters and Hotel Workers Associations held a protest recently against the government policies in Gilgit-Baltistan amid the lockdown in the illegally occupied region. The protesters said their transport and hotel businesses have been badly affected by the lockdown as government keeps on extending the lockdown, and with meager or no savings, they are staring at an uncertain future. While demanding that they should be allowed to immediately resume operations, the protesters assured they will follow all the required standard operating procedures or SOPs.
इसका जो खमियाजा हमें कम से कम जो 3-4 साल मजीद जो हमें इसको पूरा करने में लग जाएगा। तो हम गवर्नमेंट से हमारी यह भरपूर मुतालबा है, बराए करम आप हमें जो है मजीद जो है ये 14 दिन, फिर 28 दिन, फिर 14 दिन जो है ये 14 दिन कभी ख़त्म होगा नहीं। हमें जो मुनासिब SOP के ज़रिए हमें जो है ट्रांसपोर्ट हमारे चलने दें।
2 दिन बंद करो, 2 दिन खोलो। यार ये कौन सा तरीका कार है? इनका कोई एग्रीमेंट हुआ है कोरोना के साथ कि ये 2 दिन में मैं आऊँगा, 2 दिन में नहीं आऊँगा, 5 बजे आऊँगा, 6 बजे नहीं आऊँगा? यार ये किस तरह का मुल्क है? ये किस तरह चल रहा है? कैसे चला रहे हैं इसको?
In Gilgit-Baltistan, a large number of people are unemployed, while some just manage to fetch the minimum amount required for sustenance. Locals claim the inactive administration in the illegally occupied region has not shown any interest in their problems even at the time of this pandemic and has provided no relief. Nepal's opposition Janata Samajwadi Party on Tuesday staged nationwide protest against the provisions of the Citizenship Amendment Bill that allow naturalized citizenship for foreign women married to Nepali men only after 7 years. Nepal's opposition Janata Samajwadi Party or JSP on Tuesday staged nationwide protest against the new citizenship bill, claiming it to have targeted the minority groups of the nation. The opposition claimed that the new citizenship bill has been targeting LGBTQ, foreign women married onto Nepali men and the ex-Gurkhas who want to get a Nepali citizenship. A meeting of Parliamentary Committee on June 21 had endorsed an amendment bill on the Constitution Act with the provision that foreign women married to Nepali men will have to wait for 7 years to acquire naturalized citizenship.
अब कुरो के हो त भन्दाखेरि यो कोभिड को महामारी भइरहेको स्थिति र विश्वमा एउटा आर्थिक मन्दीको स्थिति र 2/3 सरकार भएको स्थिति र त्यो हुँदा हुँदै पनि सडकदेखि सदनसम्म वास्तवमा यो सरकारको उपस्थिति नभइरहेको स्थिति त्यो परिवेशमा अहिले जुन हतारका साथ जुन नागरिक विधेयकलाई संशोधन गरेर 7 वर्ष यो विदेशी बुहारी मात्रै हैन त्यहाँ चाहिँ नि फेरि ज्वाइँको कुरा गरेको छैन यो विवेककारी जुन एउटा चाहिँ अवधारणा ल्याएको छ
Nepali Congress Samajwadi Party Nepal and Rashtra Janata Party Nepal have opposed the provision, calling it unconstitutional as it goes against the provision of Interim Constitution 2006. Nepali politics have remained undecided over the Citizenship Act for 2 years, despite holding as many as 140 meetings over it by the same committee. Moving on to news from Bangladesh. The capsized ferry was hoisted from water by Bangladeshi rescuers on Tuesday following its collision with another vessel on Monday, which killed at least 32 people. Bangladesh's Ministry of Shipping has launched an investigation into the cause of the incident.
Rescuers on Tuesday hoisted from water the capsized ferry in Buriganga River in Bangladeshi capital Dhaka following a deadly collision on Monday. At least 32 people died and a dozen remained missing after the collision with another vessel, according to local media reports. Workers located the ferry, which was to be pulled by a crane and eventually dragged to the river bank. The small ferry, the Morning Bird, was hit from behind by another ferry on the Buriganga River on Monday morning.
বর্তমানে বেলুন দিয়ে উপরে তোলা হয়েছে এবং উইংস দিয়ে টান নিয়ে উপরে নিয়ে যাওয়া হচ্ছে এবং উপরে উদ্ধার অভিযান এরপরে সমাপ্তি হয়তো ঘোষণা করা হবে.
Hundreds of people die each year in ferry accidents in Bangladesh, a low-lying country that has extensive inland waterways but lacks safety standards.
The Indian ban on dozens of Chinese apps following a border clash between the two nations has backed popular users of TikTok application into a corner. TikTok was removed from Google and Apple app stores in India after New Delhi said it was among the 59 apps which it believed posed a threat to sovereignty and integrity.
The Indian ban on dozens of Chinese apps this week, following a border clash between the two nations which killed 20 Indian soldiers, has backed popular users of ByteDance's TikTok application into a corner. Following the ban order, many TikTok users expressed their displeasure with the ban on Tuesday. TikTok was removed from Google and Apple app stores in India after New Delhi said on Monday night it was among the 59 apps which it believed posed a threat to sovereignty and its integrity.
पहली बात तो मेरे मन में यही आई कि अब मुझे कोई और प्लेटफॉर्म देखना होगा या तो वो यूट्यूब या इंस्टाग्राम. तो मैंने पहले दिमाग में यही आया और जो मेरी फैमिली है 6.1 मिलियन की, वो मुझे आगे कहाँ देख पाए, अब वो मेरे दिमाग में आया.
The biggest casualty of the move appears to be ByteDance, which has since last year hired several senior executives and laid out plans to invest $1 billion in India. TikTok said in a statement the Indian government had invited the company to respond to the ban and submit clarifications, adding that it complies with all data security and privacy requirements.
India is battling a devastating desert locust outbreak in several provinces. Authorities have now deployed drones in an attempt to contain the crop-destroying locust, as experts warned of extensive crop losses if the government fails to curb fast-spreading swarms.
Drones are being used to spray insecticides as swarms of locusts this week arrived in Agra district of India's northern Uttar Pradesh province, following which 60% of locusts have been killed, authorities said. The locust control teams were seen using drones to spray insecticides on the locusts in Agra city, home to the Monument of Love, Taj Mahal, on Tuesday. Authorities had also issued advisories and deployed tractor-mounted sprayers to stop locusts in their tracks in the next couple of weeks to ensure that swarms do not end up devouring summer crops.
जिसमें कि अभी 60% टिड्डियों को मार गिराया गया और यहाँ पर 4 ड्रोन भारत सरकार की तरफ से प्रयोग में लाए गए, जिसमें काफी ज्यादा मृत्यु दर पाई गई.
India is battling its worst desert locust outbreak in decades, with infestations radiating through much of several western provinces, central province of Madhya Pradesh and Punjab, and Haryana and Uttar Pradesh in the north. One of the deadliest pests for farms produce, locusts are known to destroy crops and vegetables and whatever they find in their way in search of food. If allowed to breed unchecked in favorable conditions, locusts can form huge swarms that can strip trees and crops over vast areas.
Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/AsAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @AsAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.